Well, earlier today, an attorney for Hunter Biden said in a statement that he had faith in the ongoing investigation, and also this, quote, "Whether in Delaware, Washington, D.C., or anywhere else, we expect a fair resolution not infected by politics." Well, joining me now is a former federal prosecutor, Joseph Moreno. Joseph, great to have you here with us.
Hey, John.
All right, so what is your reaction to this appointment of David Weiss?
So on the one hand, John, I'd say better late than never, right? The whole point of having a special counsel is having a prosecutor in cases of conflicts of interest, so that prosecutor doesn't feel pressured to take action or not take action against someone close to the White House. And who's closer to the White House than the son of the president, okay? So this probably should have been done a long time ago. That being said, if you're expecting something radically different, I think you'll be disappointed, because David Weiss is the same guy that slow-walked this investigation so badly, they ran the statute of limitations in 2 years and now can't bring charges for anything that happened in 2014 and 2015. It's the same guy that ran the investigation, criticized by those whistleblowers that many of us felt were very credible. And he's the same guy that blessed the Hunter Biden deal just a few weeks ago, that even the judge called out as absurd. So great new title, not sure it actually changes much.
There is some concern, too, from Republicans specifically about how this may throttle back the congressional investigation into what's going on. What do you think about that?
Well, whether David Weiss has a special counsel title or something else, what always kind of worried me was this concept by the Justice Department that even though they were going into court a few weeks ago to reach a deal with Hunter Biden, they were also telling the judge, well, the investigation is still ongoing. Now, the judge said, well, wait a minute. What are we doing here? Why are we talking a deal if the investigation is ongoing? And that always worried me, because I thought that was an excuse to say, hey, you can't question David Weiss. You can't question the prosecutors or the investigators because the investigation is still pending. So I always thought that was suspicious, and that's still the case today.
So we have a special counsel investigating the former president, a special counsel investigating the current president for classified documents. We also have the special counsel investigating the current president's son. What a time to be alive.
It's so difficult, because I would urge people to really, in every one of these cases, try to put your politics aside and judge a case on whether it's strong or weak on its merits, based on what we know out in the public, which isn't typically everything. And that's difficult, because I get it. People feel that we're in a time of real unfairness. So I just hope that when we get through this mess, we can restore some confidence in the justice system by the American public.
I think that's a pretty big ask for a lot of people based on what we've seen. There seems to be some disparity. You think about all the leaks that are coming out on the Trump special counsel investigation versus nothing. You hear nothing on the Biden special counsel investigation. How do you do that? How do you restore trust in an institution like this?
I mean, I think that the Attorney General and President Biden are in a spot right now where if they emphasize that they are bringing cases based on the law and the evidence and not any kind of outside politics, I think it'll go a long way. So far, their track record is not great. So let's see how the next few months unfold.
Something else we were talking about before the show began here, you were saying the timeline here. This may slow the timeline down for what happens with Hunter Biden. Maybe it gets spread out across a couple years. That might be the hope here, that this just eventually pitters out.
I mean, I have to think... Politicians love, there's nothing better than when an investigation sort of dies on the vine. So it has all this attention now, but I could certainly see in the weeks following next year's presidential election, regardless of who wins, that's often a time that prosecutions and investigations go to kind of just wither away. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that as well.
All right, Joseph Moreno, great to have you here with us. Great to talk to you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for being with us.